Hi there, this is Vlad with the Insurance Sales Lab, and in this video, I'm going to give you a really important and very simple sales strategy that you can implement in your conversations when you're calling prospects, selling auto insurance, homeowners insurance, life insurance, whatever it is that you sell, this strategy will work for you. So let's take this scenario as an example. The prospect currently pays $100 for their car insurance, $15 for their renter's insurance, and they don't have a life insurance policy. So their total out of pocket is $115 that they pay for their insurance. You with me so far? Now, you quoted them, and your price is $100 for the auto, $15 for the renters, and $30 for life insurance because you included a life insurance policy in your, you talked about that earlier in the conversation. So your total price is $145, which is more than what the prospect pays right now. You with me so far? So the big difference here is that auto renters is the same for price, but because we're adding life insurance, our price is a lot more. So since you shouldn't be selling on price alone, and everybody knows that, you should have built value throughout the conversation and why it's so important to have a life insurance policy. So the person is sold on the idea of having life. Now you have to present the price in a compelling way. So the strategy that I'm showing you right now is how to present the price in a very compelling manner. You can either say, John, your price is going to be $145 per month, or you can make this price of $145 seem more appealing. So you can say something like this. John, before all of your discounts were applied, your price for your auto insurance, renters, and life insurance that we discussed today came back to be $220 per month. Now, after applying your good driving discount, your multi-car discount, your multi-line discount, it appears that your price significantly dropped and it came back at a really good price. And the prospect will be thinking, geez, what's that price? And you already gave them a high price of $220. And now you say, after applying all those discounts that I just mentioned, your price dropped all the way down to only $145 per month. And notice the word only. And when you say only $145, they're thinking, wow, that's a huge discount from $220 to $145. Now, if you don't apply any discounts on their car insurance, usually it's going to be a bit more, right? Like assume there was no multi-line, multi-car, no good driving discount. They'd pay a lot more for their insurance. So once you give them that high price and then that low price doesn't seem as high anymore. So as soon as you give them the price, you transition into the next step, which is asking for the sale. Now, this little concept that I explained is not going to either make or break the sale. That's not going to happen. That's not reality. But it's a little detail that goes a really far distance. It goes a really long way. And it's those little details that you do in the beginning of the conversation, when you build value, when you multi-line, when you present the price, when you ask for the sale. It's those little details like that add up where the prospect feels more comfortable with moving forward in that very first call. So if you want to learn more about how you can start closing more insurance every single day, like I personally wrote over 150 policies every month. Again, 150 policies a month after month after month, because I had a lot of these strategies that I used throughout the conversation where the prospect felt like this was a no-brainer, and I would get people to switch their insurance to me in the very first call. So if you want to learn more strategies like this, I'm going to be hosting a training very soon. And I'd like for you to get access to not just what I showed you here, but my full script. It's called a 6-step script to a 1-call close. And it's going to help you close insurance sales in 1 call. So if you think that this strategy was helpful, that is like one of the simplest strategies that I teach in my sales training. So go ahead and click the link below this video. Register for this training, and I'll give you a lot more of these strategies that you and your sales team can start using right away. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'll see you soon.